Hello, I'm Judith St. Clair. I'm here to talk about Photoshop CS5 3D aspects today. And they're really fun to work with. And I have fewer than 10 minutes to put this on, so we'll gallop right along. And if you have any questions, be sure and let me know after, okay? First of all, let me show you a piece that I did. I do banners for my website, and I like to mess around. So I did this in the old-fashioned way, and isn't it atrocious? But I wanted to show you how jagged it is. You know, you can see every layer, and if you look up close, like expand it to 200 or so, you can see every pixel practically. So I decided I didn't want to go back to the old style, so that's out of here. Then I took a look at a banner that I started making for this background, and the background comes from a photo of mine, so I'm quite partial to it. And I want it to I want whatever letters I put to meld with the background, and this does not make it. So the letters came out well, just like they're supposed to. I did those the way I'm going to show you today, and but it on this it looks terrible. So that's out of here. So the next thing is the workspace. I have a workspace twice as big as a banner, and the banner itself is 960 pixels by 150 with a resolution of 72 per inch. Um, let's choose type next. Uh, our, our type that we have in the top line here is not good. You can plainly see why. It's got some really skinny um, legs of letters and such, and they're not going to look that well as 3D. So I chose this type. I'm not sure if I like it yet or not, but I chose it, and that's the one we'll work with today. So let's take this off, just delete it, and here we are with this. Now, I did not want this straight line because basically my diagonal is kind of a swoopy thing, and so we need to swoop. So I found some interesting tool, and it is this style tool. Look at this. You've seen these before if you've done the in word processing letter art? Same thing. So we'll choose this rise. We could have gone with something like that, but that doesn't go with this background. So let's choose the rise. Now we don't have to stick with it as it is. What we can do is change the bend in the thing. So if we go put it up to 75, that gives it quite a nice bend. Okay? So now I think basically we're ready to go to 3D. So we push the 3D button. Oh, first of all, I better go up here. There we go. And it says repose, and that means emboss. And basically, that's what we're going to do with the 3D. We're going to change it from a flat surface, hopefully, at least in appearance, to a 3D surface. And we're going to repose a text layer, but it has to be rasterized before proceeding. And that means it's not going to be individual letters anymore. Oh, I forgot something. Aha. It won't be individual letters anymore. It will be like a document or a piece. We forgot to go in, and you see this A to V? That I have it set at 50. I wanted to show it to you because at 0, the letters are really scrunched up, you see, and the 3D gets muddy. So go in and set it wide. You can get it really wide, but I think 50, that's 25. I think 50 is about where you can see into the 3D then. More 3D looking. Okay, now we're ready for, whoops, We're ready for our 3D repose text layer. Yes, we can say with all confidence. And we'll just choose one of these. You can have a look at those, when you have a moment. And we're going to make the sides a little bit different so we can tell. I kind of like that, the smooth. There's all kinds of crazy layers and everything, and even bricks and black and white. You can mess around with it. I mean, you can take hours messing around with this. And lights, I'm just going to go to dawn. You can explore the lights. The lighting is absolutely wonderful. And there's even more sophisticated lighting in here. And now we don't want that quite so deep. So let's go with a 1 there. It shortens it up quite a bit. Now we've got, so you see how we're looking through the A and the N here. That's not how I want it. So we're going to go here and move the point. Now see, now we're right here. Move it still. I want to look about where the W is, but not quite. See, if I do it right, I have kind of a space between art and work. Might be kind of interesting. You can play with this forever, right? Okay, now we are ready to, this is so quick. I mean, we could play around with this for hours. These buttons, you can do all kinds of stuff. This pans, you can set, let's see, I think, oh, I kind of like that. Okay, and this one, you can bring it in or out. You see? Just play with it. Play with it. Okay. Now let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Okay, let's go. Now we are ready to move it down into our background. Oops. Oops, wait a minute. You have to grab it by the bottom because if it hangs over the edge here of your work, it will chop off whatever is hanging over the edge. Okay, it'll move. See? Well, we don't like that, do we? Okay, come on. Come on. Okay. It's more difficult to move when it is... There we go. Ooh, hey. I think we might have got it this time. And you also can move these, I think, with the arrow keys. Yeah, there. Arrow keys will move them. And that way you can get it just how you want. Now that's a bit nicer than the one I had, isn't it? Okay, now our final thing will be to go to Window, 3D, and go down here to Quality. And there's all kinds of things to play with, so do go enjoy playing with them. Ray Traced Final. That's going to smooth out everything and make our highlights come up and make our shadows come up. And we'll see how it looked at the end. There's the finished product. Photoshop has done its work and done it well. There's our letters are so smooth, and there's shadows and highlights, and it just looks gorgeous. And it does very nicely on this background. I'm really proud of that. I put the lettering on. I'm not sure about that lettering, but that's another project. Thanks for joining me. Drop in again sometime. Bye-bye.